Peace, y'all. I'm Rashawn Fuller, and I'm on a mission. I want to empower as many as I possibly can to live and manifest in their highest truth. I want to talk about the laws of mentalism, y'all. It's a very powerful reality that I think far too often we just simply miss it, or have never been trained, or taught this simple law. And it's kind of tragic because we're born with this magnificent vehicle and we're entrusted to take care of this avatar that's carrying this precious cargo on the inside, and no one really shows us how to do that. So we do a lot of damage, and we create a lot of hurt and pain and frustration along the way for ourselves and for others. The way that the Creator manifests things is with his mind. So all of creation exists in the mind of God, right? And by extension, because we were made in his image and likeness, we function the same way. Our world exists inside of our minds. That's where we do the creating. This is powerful, y'all. This is the laws of mentalism. Now, I know we've heard in The Secret of laws of attraction and stuff like that, but it doesn't go far enough. It's bigger than just what you think about comes. I'm talking about the fact that reality as you know it exists in your mind. Even these two eyes, right? We think we see things. We think we see physical matter with the eyes, but we don't. We only see it in the mind. The only thing that the eyes do is take a picture. And the picture's upside down. And when it comes in through the retina, it's in the third eye that the picture is actually illuminated. So literally, we see everything that exists in our world in our mind. Now, a big problem happens with crystallized concepts, a perverted way that we are just caught up in the clay. So in other words, we are so focused on the physical, and we have been so taught what to image and what to think that many of us don't use the process of thinking, critical thinking in our mind and creating with our thoughts. We are trying to physically create. And that is a recipe for failure every time. If we don't understand the laws, something simple like how does the mind and thought really work? No one ever taught us that, most of us. No one ever really taught us that. It's like we get the basics. You write things down. Write your goals down first. And then slowly begin to attack them. But we don't really understand that the mind is this big magnetic ball of attracting power. And all the things around us is nothing but energy. And it's a matter of moving that energy in the way that you envision it in your mind. Now, I'm not talking about you don't have to do anything and you can just sit around and think your world into existence. I'm talking about the first stage of it. You are aligning things in your path. So as you move forward, the things are aligned and you begin to create your world the way you would have it be. Now, you might still have to have a conversation. You might have to still create through writing or create through whatever your gift is. You're going to physically have to still do those things, but the way it evolves, the way it comes out, the way your world is shaped, the way your home looks, what you drive, the way your vision begins to shape, how you affect the world, your legacy, your children, all of that starts in the mind. It starts with a thought. And it's the power of shifting and moving images in your mind that creates your reality. Like, there might be a little subtle aspect of your mind that does not have true faith in yourself. There might be a part of your mind that don't understand who you really are, right? There might be a part of your mind that does not understand what you are truly capable of. This is what I'm talking about. There might be an aspect of your mind that sees others as mountains, and you see yourself as insignificant, because that's the way the programming was laid into your mind. And you've not supplanted that thought with a superior one. So you've become enslaved with a thought that does not allow you to rise above it until you overthrow that thought and supplant it with a superior one. I'm talking about mentalism. Even prayer, and as you're trying to enlighten and take yourself into a higher space with your Creator. Even in prayer, many of us approach it, A, without true faith, B, without a true knowledge of self and God. We approach prayer with images that have been put in our mind by others, many of us enemies to our well-being. So we approach it with thoughts that's already been implanted in our minds, and then we approach it in this narcissistic way, right? So we are asking for things. We are asking for faith. We are asking for or demanding these things from our Creator. And after we're done with that part of the process, we're asking for, or may even be thinking them. We may even, it's total communication. We are communicating to our higher self or to God. And when we're done, we walk away. We don't spend equal amount of time just being present and quiet and allowing a response to even take place. What if there was a communication coming back to you? What if you're asking the question and the answer is coming? What if you're asking for strength and the strength is coming in the form of a thought, in the form of a program, in the form of a form of action? But you don't stay long enough to receive it. You're right back to your world. You're right back to your busy thinking, and there's not even any space to implement a new thought.